The UN claims the situation in Yemen is catastrophic, warning that up to 13 million people are facing starvation if the war doesn't end soon. That figure represents almost half of the entire Yemeni population. The UN has warned that we could see the worst famine in 100 years, with other aid agencies also raising the alarm.
The numbers are very hard to grapple with. 13 million people on the brink of famine is one that should be compared to the entire populations of countries.
There are almost 18 million people that are food insecure. That means that 6 out of 10 Yemenis cannot feed themselves or feed their families.
Parents don't know when they send their children to school whether they'll come home or whether the bombs will hit the school.
Almost every aspect of the daily life has been affected by the conflict, whether it's access to fuel, clean water, health facilities.
I met some children recently with open wounds on their legs that they can't afford to treat.
22 million are in need of some sort of aid. That's almost 80% of the population.
This is a crisis that is entirely man-made and could have been avoided and could indeed be avoided if we saw some serious action from parties to the conflict and the allies in the Saudi-led coalition, including the US, UK, France, Germany and others.
On Sunday, an air raid hit minibuses in the key Yemeni port of Hodeidah, killing at least 15 civilians and injuring 20. That's according to the UN. Houthi fighters accuse the Saudi-led coalition of carrying out the attack. Hodeidah has recently become the most violent front line in the 3-year-long war in the country. The Saudi government says it will investigate reports of civilian deaths. An advocacy advisor on Yemen, Suze van Meegen, again told us that selling weapons to the warring parties is only worsening the crisis.
We are seeing a huge amount of duplicity from powerful countries. Countries like the UK and the US are consistently throwing money at the problem of the humanitarian crisis in Yemen, helping us reach people with food and water, but meanwhile they're profiting from the sale of weapons that are perpetuating the war. It seems to me that there are political interests at play that are overriding the interests of Yemeni people. So our question to those powers is, are jobs in the US and the UK more valuable than lives in Yemen?